Google slide presentation making thingy here, and we are going to now show you some other things. We're going to work on a second slide, and when I work on the second slide, I'm going to go up here, I'm going to put some text in like before, and I'm going to put in a title or header text, however you want to say it. The top things. All right. So we're going to go like that, right? We're going to go up here. We're going to make that super big. And we're going to change the font face to the same one as the last one. And we are going to come up here. Now, remember what I said. You don't have to highlight it now if you want to do the alignment. So I'm going to come over here and we are going to center it. I'll bring this down just so it looks a little better from my own mind. And then we are going to change the color of that text. Let's make it, this time we will make it blue. And what I want to do is I think I want to put a line in. So I'm going to click over here. This is a pretty cool feature. You can do lines, arrows, but right now we're just going to pick a line and we're going to insert this line right over here. I'm going to click here, hold down the mouse button and drag. And I'm going to let it go and it looks pretty even. And there's my line. Now, the line's going to be really thin, as you can see. If I click the line, I can make the line thicker by going right here to line weight. So let's say I do a 3-point, and I want to change the color of that line. And it looks like this now. Now, I want to make sure everything is centered. So I am going to go like this so I look, find the guide. There's the guide. There's the guide. Okay. Now, what I wanted to show you, which was pretty cool, right? Let's say we're going to do the top, let's say top 4 things. We're going to do a bulleted list. So I'm going to click the text box again. I'm going to go over here, have a little plus sign. And now I am going to hold down the mouse button, drag the mouse, let it go. And we are going to say thing 1. I'll just do it this way. Thing 1. Thing 2. Over here we'll say the other thing. And over here we'll say forgotten things. Now, what I want to do, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. So I'm going to highlight my text. And I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to say, let's go with 18. Maybe I'm going to leave it a little bigger, 24. And I'm going to go back to my Georgia. So that at least I have a consistency on the left side between my different slides and their text. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this and I'm going to bring it over here. Okay, and I am going to highlight this text. And now I'm going to add bullets. Now, sometimes you don't see bullets along the functions and the icons along the top. Like, I can't see any bullets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click these 3 dots that say more on the top right. And right over here, I have bulleted list. All I'm going to do is give it a click, just like that. Now, let's actually bring this back. I'm going to drag this back over here. And I'm going to put a little picture in here. Again, we're going to go to, you can either go to insert image this way, or we can go to insert image this way. And I'm going to go search the web again. And I'm going to just say list, just like that. And I'm just going to take the first one I see. Let's go with, this looks good here. This is just fine. So I'm going to drag this in, let it go. And then I'm going to get out of the image picker. And there's my list. And look at the guideline. The guideline is going to set this up so it is very on a good level. It could be either along the top of the text line or it could be on the bottom of the text line, but I'm going to have it right in the middle of the text line. I'll bring it down a little bit, right there, and I'll let it go. So that's how that looks. Now let's take a look. So we have slide 1, slide 2. Now we want to present this and show everybody how cool it is. Before we do that though, we might want to change the background a little bit. Maybe change the colors of the background. So that's really simple. We're just going to click this. Now, if I want to change the color I can change it to anything I want. So let's say I did it this way, okay? I would say done. Now that changes the background of just that one slide. However, if I want to come up here and I want to use that color on every slide, on the left you see all the slides, I'm going to click on Add to Theme. Just like that. And you will see that every slide now has that background color. And also, let's say this particular slide here, I want to change the background, but I don't want it to be a color. I want it to be an image. So I choose an image. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to go to search. And that search is pretty cool because I'm going to do space. Very simple. So here I go. I've got a thing with space. I'll click this one here. I'm going to hit select and then done. I'm not going to add this to my theme. I don't want this to be on every single slide. Now we're going to do a transition. We're going to see how the transitions look. And you could, if you want to take a look at it first, go up to present up here. Give that a click. And you're going to see what your slideshow looks like before you actually, you're done with it. It's like a little preview. I kind of like it like that. It's a nice clean look. And I'm going to exit there. And I want to put a transition in between all these slides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click transition right here. And right now there's no transition. Let's make it very, very simple. We can do a dissolve. We can have it go left to right. But right now we're just going to do a dissolve. It's a very simple, nice look. I give it a click and we'll keep it about this. You can change the speed of your dissolve. It can dissolve really slow. It can dissolve a medium or go pretty quick. Over here, we're going to apply it to all slides. Now, these are add animation and play, and you can do all kinds of stuff, but we'll talk about that at another time. Right now, I just really want you to learn the basics, and that right here, we're going to apply this to all slides. So now if you look on the left side, you can see under the numbers, there's a little symbol. That shows that there's a transition on these slides. So now when I present, let's go down here. Watch what happens with the dissolve. You see that? It does a nice dissolve in between slides. And when we look at next, we're going to look at how to share slides and comment on slides. But I hope this video was helpful, and I hope you learned something pretty cool about making a Google slide. We'll see you on the next one.